What you need to wire water, a tiny molecule, is a liquid at room temperature, while much larger molecules are gases. Or how a gecko can scale a vertical wall. The secret lies in a set of invisible attractions, intermolecular forces. These aren't the super strong bonds inside a molecule, but the subtler forces between them that dictate whether something is a solid, liquid, or gas. Let's start with the weakest, known as London dispersion forces. They're like a fleeting, random static cling caused by the constant motion of electrons. Every single molecule experiences them, and they get stronger as molecules get bigger and have more surface area to interact. A step up are dipole-dipole interactions, which happen between polar molecules, ones with a permanent positive and negative end. Think of them like tiny magnets, aligning and sticking together with more strength than the temporary dispersion forces. These two types of forces are often grouped together under the umbrella of van der Waals forces. But the heavyweight champion is hydrogen bonding. This is a special, supercharged dipole-dipole force that occurs when hydrogen is bonded to a highly electronegative atom, specifically nitrogen, oxygen, or fluorine. This exceptional attraction is why water has such a high boiling point and surface tension. It's the force that literally holds the two strands of your DNA together, preserving the code of life. This hierarchy of forces directly governs a substance's physical properties. The stronger the attraction, from dispersion to dipole-dipole to hydrogen bonding, the more energy is required to pull the molecules apart. This translates directly to higher melting and boiling points. These forces are the silent architects of our world, shaping everything from a single drop of water to our own biology.